how I feel. I feel really drained now. Um, I'm just really over a lot of things. I chose audio production because I always wanted to get into radio. When I was in high school, my dad always told me to, choose a realistic career, and he kind of, and then he still does. He has a control, of my life, and I don't mind it. Like, I love my dad, but that's when I pursued criminal justice. So I actually have a post certificate, and I can shoot a 45, I can shoot a 9. But I graduated with my associates, and every time that it took me about 3 years to finish that associates, and I love it, I do, but it's just I felt that I was living someone else's dream. And as I got older and took control of my life, I went ahead and enrolled back to school. I kind of felt like a failure because, being my age, I felt like, why am I back at school? But as I started learning, it just kind of, everything fell into place. And audio production definitely changed me. It made me be the person that I am right now. Going to NAM and volunteering and stuff like that, interning. I just realized that, this is confirmation that I'm here to do what I want to do, and no one can stop me, even though there has been some things along the way that just makes me want to give up. But I've persevered, and I'm just happy. Overall, I feel accomplished, and I say that because it took a while for my family to support that I wanted to do this, and actually it's still going on right now. My grandma, me being 26, my grandma always asks when I visit her, where is your husband? Where are your kids? I'm like, no, grandma, I'm not ready for that. Like, I'm not stable. No, well, see, you're rotting away, and you're gonna be too old to have kids, and I'm dying, so I'm only getting older. So, like, to the day, I'm kind of looked down upon because, I don't have my own family. I'm not married. I don't have kids. I don't even have a boyfriend. So it's like I'm probably like the oldest person in my family that has not been married or with someone or with kids. It's weird. It's not weird. I mean, this is what I want to do. I put my career first. So I kind of feel the pressure, but I'm happy, but it's tough, So whether I do find love eventually or I don't, it is what it is. Well, because a lot of things are going through my head, just when I'm telling you my story, in my head, I'm just going through everyone I met, everything I've done in the past, 3 years. So, overall, I am happy. And, but, there's just some things, I don't regret it, but I wish I could have done differently, Yes, especially, being Hispanic, like, a quinceañera is all about finding the man that's gonna marry you at 15, so my family is really traditional, and I've been against all that till the day. So there is a lot of pressure. Oh, I'm always gonna be against the odds, even if I'm so stubborn when it comes to that. I hate being with the rest of the crowd. So this is just me rebelling. Even though eventually I do want to settle, of course, it would be nice coming home to something that's, waiting for you or whatever. But I'm just being stubborn. That's me one of the reasons. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I'm lying right now. Yeah, that's one of the reasons, one of the main reasons actually. But I've always been into entertainment. Just listening to someone with something to say. I always encourage anyone to say what they have to say, even if people don't like it, or do what you want to do because that's what you want to do and you're gonna do it regardless. So even though it might be against my values, I'm happy doing it, and I feel that I've been in the, how do you say, like, right place at the right time, just how everything has been flowing so far. So yeah. Ooh, the business part, because I eventually want to have my own venue, but at the same time I want to have my own venue so I can create something out of nothing. I want to be able to have the talent that people don't get to see. I just want to give people a chance to be heard, whether it's on stage reading, playing a guitar, or just singing with how they feel. And that's what I want to do. I want to have that type of business. Like, I just love listening for some reason. Sometimes, like, you might not catch me at a good day, but I just want to know that I'm not alone. I know someone out there is feeling my pain or my happiness. When the first time that I woke up at fucking 4 in the morning to set up some stages for NAM, for BJ, oof. Even though I didn't want to do it, but as soon as I freaking turned on my car, I was like, this is it. And from there, it just went full speed. Like, just being able to, fucking set up a stage for something so important, for something that we love to do, that was pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. So just setting up for NAM, and then volunteering for the Tech Awards too, like, just meeting those people and knowing that they have a similar story like I do. And especially when we met Lanice Bent, wow, like, I never thought that I was gonna be in the same room as her. So it just kind of gave me chills, but that was crazy. But just being in the same room as her and actually giving us a motivation, and even though she was tired and she saw the group of girls, and she's like, what are you guys here for? And we told her, and like, wow, like, she wants to come to school and like give us a lecture, and whenever that is, I'm certainly there. So just having that empowerment is beautiful. The stereotypes, I feel that people are going to assume that I have this power because I did something that I shouldn't, or something not classy or sophisticated. So I feel that, oh well, she probably did this to the manager, and speaking like in sexual terms, yes. So I feel like my work will not show as much because people are gonna assume that, and I'm honestly okay with that, because I'm confident enough that my work is going to get me up there, regardless of what people say. People say a lot of things to the day, but I'm here doing what I have to do, and I'm getting my degree, and I'm not stopping. So it's just the beginning. Sometimes, yeah. And I feel like that because, yeah, I mean, I've learned it, but I always keep it in the back of my head, like there's always someone better than me, and it's probably a guy. So as much as like I try, and I do, and I'm actually ahead of some guys. So it's like it's always a constant battle. I was dating someone, and he dumped me. And I feel it was because I was becoming a burden. And even though that we had that love for each other, we had to keep the business. And till the day, like, I want to keep busy, and that's the last person I want to think about. But when I go home, it's just like, I'm just so sad. And it shouldn't authorize my life, but I'm mad at myself because I haven't put my foot down and realized, like, what's done is done, and you have to keep business, because we're here to be successful, like, even though you want to be loved. But that's where it's at. I haven't paid my dues at all, or I feel confident to a certain extent, but it's not enough. It's not enough. And I believe that us as women, we have to have double that. And just because we're trying to be better, so I like that personally. I have it to a certain point, but it's not. I don't feel it's enough. And you're right, because, and this goes back to when I received my associates in criminal justice. Everything was, I did everything that I was supposed to do, and I did my peace officer stuff and all that, and I was just not getting hired. And I feel that me, as now coming into audio production and really doing something that I love to do, and yeah, I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do, but will I have something? I don't know. I mean, I can give it my all, just like I did for criminal justice, but will it be enough? Will this? I'm just so scared of being rejected for the second time. Not rejected, but just failing that second time. Even though I don't take that me enrolling back to school and doing what I love, failing because it wasn't a reaction. This is what I really wanted to do, but to other people, like my family, like, oh no, you're going back to school, you're running away. And I'm like, no, this is what I always love to do, and people can testify to that. So the people closest to me can tell you, but some people are gonna see it different. So I want to say that people do have some type of, like, have had some influence, and the more closer you are, it's like it hurts. So that's why failure to me is so complex. I want to know that I'm not alone, so that to me is payment. For someone to look up to me, for me to be that motivation to someone, to me that's payment. That's probably the way to put it. It always is a fight, and especially because I don't like to settle. I don't like to settle, and I'm stubborn, and I always want more. I always want more.